everybody, it's Kathy Champion. Welcome back to my craft room. Today on our, I think this will be number 5 in our Valentine series. I'm going to make a simple little card, but I think it's really cute, and I'm using my very favorite colors. So I have gone ahead and cut out all of my pieces because I figure y'all know how to cut pieces. I'm going to give you the measurements down here as we go over them, so that way you will have them. They will also be in the description. So let's start out with our card base. We need a card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score that at 4 1/4. So this is going to be a side fold card. So let me explain exactly what I did. I put this in my trimmer with this side to the top, the 11-inch side to the top. I sliced it in half this way rather than this way. I sliced it in half at 5.5, and then that gives you 2 card bases that actually open like this rather than the longer ones that, let's see if I have one, and I don't. But anyway, you know, when we normally do them this way, and we do a card that flips up this way, or either we can turn it this way and flip it this way. This is the same thing. You still have a A2 size card. You're just flipping it in a different direction. So, and I'm gonna go over. Actually, I do have one. Here's a card base that I cut, and this one, once it's scored, it will open like this or like this. Same size, just in a different orientation. But what I'm going to do is I am going to show you my pieces. Like I said, this is our card base. You're going to need 2 mats that are 4 by 5 1/4. And one of these mats is going to go on the outside and one on the inside. Then you're also going to need a piece of white cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that is going to be for our sentiment or sticker, or however we decide to do the inside, but that's going to mat on top of that red piece. And then on the outside, I made a little envelope, and I used the envelope punch board for this. Now, they did not have a measurement that was small enough, so I just looked at it and I decided I was going to cut my piece of paper at 4.5 by 4.5 and score it at 1 3/4. So I just made a little makeshift envelope that's going to live on top of our card, and then I punched using this little Paper Studio heart punch. Yeah, there you can see it. And I punched out of some glitter, and I just cut like a 3/4 inch or 1 inch strip off of the bottom of my page. And I just punched out as many of these little hearts as I could get. I don't know if I'm going to need them all, but if I don't, I'll put them in my little baggie and stick them over, and we'll use them on something else. But let's get started now, and let's assemble this card and see how it goes. Alright, I'm going to move the inside pieces to the side because I want to concentrate on building this. So I'm going to take this piece, and I want to adhere my envelope to this piece, and I want it just to come to the edge, kind of at a little angle like that. So I'm going to put some glue on the back side of it. So on this side, I want to glue this down, and I am gluing this down flat. Making sure I get glue on the edges, and I'm going to bring that right about here, and it's going to hang over just a tiny little bit, but that's okay. Put my pen back in my glue because I know some of you are screaming at me. Y'all have told me in the comments that I was telling you the whole time, put your pen back in your glue. So thank y'all for reminding me that. I appreciate it. Alright, so we have this piece. So now what we want to do is I'm going to use some pop dots. Just some little dimensionals. Let's see if I have the little bitty ones. And I do. So I'm just going to pull a sheet of these out. And these are the little 3D foam squares, and they come in a pack like that. And you get some large ones and some big ones. They're very nice to have because they do make crafting so much easier. I'm going to just drop some hearts on this white envelope. I want them to look like they're trailing out of the envelope. I'm going to glue probably one or two down inside. I think it's just peeking out. And I thought it would be really cute to have these, some glued down flat and some popped up. And we're going to have some that has fallen down here. This is where that stamp, and one of my subscribers did send me the name of a company that makes the stamp, You Are My Heart. And this would be the perfect place to use that, I think. So I just want these to be trailing all down all over here, and I think they're going to look much better once we pop them up and down. So I'm going to do this one directly down. And I'm just going to use art glitter glue on it. Like that. And then I think I want to pop this one up. So I'm going to put just a piece of these little pop dots right on the back of this. And I hope y'all have been enjoying this card series. I do have something a little bit different that I'm going to work on later today or tonight, and I think you're going to like that too. Let's see, that one's going to sit up just a little bit. It gives just a little bit of definition. And this one I think I'm going to glue straight down. That's also going to help hold that envelope closed, which is going to be really cute. I think I want this one over here. And like I said, you can use as few or as many of these hearts as you like. You know, you can scatter them ever how you see fit. Let's see, I think I want one popped up right there. I think I want one down right there, kind of angled. So, you know, just play with it. Put your hearts down and you can kind of get a feel of which way you want them to go and how do you want them to land. I think I'm going to lay this one right here and I'm going to do it down. When I say down, I mean I'm gluing it flat down, no dimension. And then I think I want one up right there. These little foam dots are so nice because they do allow you to put your hearts and your dimensions, you know, just right where you want them. And that's always nice. And I think I need one right about here popped up, and I want it to kind of be facing in the other direction. Don't y'all look at my nails. They are, by the time I get to Saturday, my nails are so in need of doing. So it is early Saturday morning and I'm up early, and I thought this is a good time for me to come in and just do a little bit of crafting with y'all and get my video up a little bit later today. And everybody's given me some really good feedback on the Valentine Card series, and I have enjoyed doing this. It's just been a lot of fun, and I like doing simple cards sometimes. I think sometimes we get kind of carried away with wanting to do stuff that's, you know, kind of way out there. I think I'm going to drop that one right there. I think that's plenty of hearts. I used them all but one, but I think that's more than enough. This one needs to be glued down flat. And I want that to fall right here on the top of the envelope. And we still have room here where we can put us a little sentiment, but let's go ahead and glue this to our base, to our card base. And I'm going to just use the art glitter glue for this. And let's get a little bit here in the middle. And then I'm going to bring this right to my card base. And I know I have that right about 1/4 inch all the way around. Because I really wanted that white. I love that red and white together. I think it's so pretty and it really does finish off. Let's go ahead and open up our card and let's glue our mats on the inside, at least the red one. So I am going to, again, y'all know that I'm having glue issues. Always. There we go. Let's lay this down. Again, just like we did on the front, we want to give it that about 1/4 inch all the way around. Just like that. And I want to look for a stamp, so I'm going to pause for the cause, and I want to get some stamps or stickers or something. And I thought about using some of our stickers from our Be My Valentine to put something right here. And I thought this Hello Valentine was cute. Let's see, the one that says Love You is cute. That's cute, but I don't think it will live there because it will get lost unless we pop it on a little piece of red paper. And let's see, what about this one? Love You. I like that. That ties everything together. So I think I'm going to use this one. But y'all know me. I want to pop this up. So I'm going to get the sticky off of it, I'm going to use my powder. Okay, y'all, I just threw my phone in the trash can. Oh, my phone was sitting right here and it got knocked off when I reached for my powder tool. Okay. Sorry about that noise. Maybe I can, well, anyway, I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the powder tool and I'm just going to get the sticky off of this. And this works really good if you have a sticker and you want to use it to pop it up and you don't want that stickiness to be underneath. Just using a little embossing, your little the little powder pillow, anti-static pillow, whatever you want to call it. So I've got this where it's not sticky anymore. So I am going to just rub it off with a little microfiber thing. I use this little cloth for everything under the sun. So I'm going to turn that over now and I'm going to put, let's see if I have a larger pop dots. I'm pretty sure that there's some larger ones in here. Here we go. And I'm just going to put 2 or 3 of those on here. One right there. And one right there. And I want to let y'all know that if you want to get the Valentine paper, I only have a very, very few left. So if you still have time to make your Valentines, and I ship out same day. So if you order today, this will definitely go out this afternoon. If you order tomorrow, it will go out first thing Monday. If you order later tonight, it will go out Monday. So just thought I would let you know that. Now I'm going to put this, I'm just going to drop this right here. And it is popped up now, so it has some dimension. And I think this card is just stinking cute. So let me find some stamps where we're going to stamp something on the inside, and we're almost done. I know. Pen in the glue. I am putting my pen in my glue. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, I am back, and I have not used this stamp because this is one of Maymay's stamps that's going into the vault. I don't even know if it's still available. I'm going to lay it here on this white paper so you can see it a little better. But I love these puzzle pieces, and it says, "We just fit, you complete me, love completes the puzzle. I love you to pieces." I'm going to use the "I love you to pieces," and I am going to stamp randomly some of these little puzzle pieces on this white cardstock. And I think that's going to be super cute. And it will tie in with all the little heart pieces where the hearts are kind of flying around. So let's get our stamp blocks, and I'm going to pull off "I love you to pieces." And what's so nice about the stamp set, you can do just the "I love you," or you can put it together and say "I love you to pieces." And let's see, I'm going to pull off several of these little puzzle pieces. I think that one, I want the little one here, or maybe one big one. And we're going to just kind of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment in the middle. And I'm going to put this in my Misty because this is a brand new stamp set, and I may have to ink it more than once, which is okay. That's why we love our Misty. I'm going to go ahead and get all of my magnets out of there first, and I'm going to bring this over into this far corner right here. And I'm going to use my bar magnet first. Oops, did you see how I pulled that magnet? I'm going to put this one here and this one here. And maybe this one here. And then the first thing I want to do is I want to line up my "I love you to pieces" first. Because I want to make sure that I get this right in the middle. Maybe, yeah, right in the middle. Like that. It looks pretty good, so we're going to go with that. And I'm going to move these pieces up here so that they don't get stuck to something else. And for this, I'm going to grab my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Y'all know I love this for sentiments because it does give such a crisp look to whatever stamps you use. So I love that for that reason. And like I said, this is a brand new stamp set. The stamps have not been conditioned. So for that reason, I may have to, that's really pretty good. It's just not quite as dark as I want it. So I am going to go in one more time. And just get that pressed in really good. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm going to push this up just a little bit. I'm going to put a puzzle piece like right there. And, you know, I really would rather do these on stamp blocks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. Let's go ahead and take our piece out. And look at that. Of course I got ink all over me. Y'all know I always do. So I'm going to grab my little microfiber cloth, and while I got that out, I'm going to wipe the stamp down. I'm going to get that cleaned up better in just a little bit. But now for me, I am going to take a little squeaky clean. And if anybody's interested, I am carrying the squeaky clean in my store. So if you need some, go over and check it out at randomxcrafting.com. and I will put the link in this video as well. I've got quite a few products in there, and I've got a couple of new things that will be going in there either today or Monday. So I try not to do too much business on Sunday. I feel like that's a day that we should set aside. I'm going to lay that over there, and I'm just going to bring this over. But I am going to put this on my little mat, and I'm going to grab a couple, maybe 3 of my stamp blocks, and I'm going to use this bigger one for the big piece. I'm going to lay that there, and then I've got these 2 smaller ones for the smaller pieces. And then this one for that itty bitty one. And now let's just use our Onyx Black. I am going to get a scrap piece of paper. And just to stamp this off on to make sure that I'm getting a really good, oh yeah, that's cute. So what I want to do is I want to put just randomly little pieces of the puzzle like that. And I'm going to lay this one over here. I do want to get this bigger one. Now this one is just an outline where that little one was solid. Oh, look how beautiful that stamps. The photopolymer stamps are absolutely your best. I'm going to put this piece maybe right here in the corner. Beautiful. Maybe one down here. Maybe this piece going up like that. And if you notice, I'm kind of stamping on and off because we want it to look like that. I don't worry about getting ink on this mouse pad because I use this for just about everything. So now let's get the smaller piece. And if you have someone in your life that loves jigsaw puzzles, oh my goodness, this stamp set would be perfect to make them cards with. Like I said, I don't know if it's still available because I know it was one I think that was going to go into the vault, but you can check. I'll put the link to it below and you can go over and check and see. Now I did not do this all over because I wanted to leave a place to sign. So I think that is so cute. Let me move this out of the way. And we'll get this over here. And all we need to do now is adhere this to here. And I'm going to fan that just a little bit. And you know, I have this leftover heart. So how cute would it be if we just dropped it? Or maybe make it look like it was falling off of the page. That would be cute. So for that, I'm not even going to, I'm not popping it up because it's on the inside. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue and drop it just like that. And now I am ready to adhere this inside, and we can call this card done. I know, why did I put my pen back in my glue? I asked myself the same thing. So here we go. We're going to just put glue on this. And we're going to glue this down just like that. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder. Be careful when you get where your heart's at, or if you glue any pieces inside. And then how cute is that card? I think this turned out really super cute. y'all know that I am a fan of red and white. I think it's so pretty. So with this card, we kind of took a different turn from our muted colors and we went with this. And I love it. I think it turned out so pretty. We have all of our pretty little hearts coming off, falling out of the, or coming up out of the envelope. And that's letting someone know that we're sending them our heart and that we love them and I love you to pieces. And then we've got all our little pieces inside. Now if you wanted to take this a step further, you could color these pieces. Another thing that would be so cute is to use pattern paper and stamp these and fussy cut them and put them in. That would be so stinking cute. But for right now, I think this the black and white and the red on this card is stunning, and I'm just going to leave it as it is and call this Valentine card number 5. I hope y'all are enjoying the series, and I hope that you will try to make some of these cards that I've showed you, or at least get some inspiration from what I've done to make your own Valentine's cards. And you know, if you follow my series and you make these, you would have more than enough of Valentine cards to give out to friends and family by the time that February 14th rolls around. So I hope you are enjoying it. I hope that you have a very blessed day. And as I always say in closing, be kind, be gentle, and be loving. And let everything you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so, so worthy of our praise. It's only because of him that we are who we are. God bless until we craft again. Bye-bye.